It's pretty clear by now that the new Black Panther Party and Al Sharpton, they're CIA operatives, pretty much. Al Sharpton seems to always pop up in all of these things and nothing ever gets done. I don't know what his exact objective is with the black people, but I think his main objective, they hired him to keep the black people tame from rising up against all of this shit that's been going on. They're paying them pretty well to do it. That's my opinion. Think of all the cases and all of the police brutality between civilians and the police in the past 20 years. And you tell me what has changed. What has Al Sharpton done? Nothing. He gets kickbacks. The new Black Panther Party, they're the same. They're CIA operatives as well. The original Black Panthers was the truth. That's why they're dead. Anybody that's the truth is dead. Tell me how is Al Sharpton the truth? He's still alive. Pretty much, right? But Malcolm X and Martin Luther King is dead. And these new Panthers, they only pop up, like I said, when I made that video about Obama and the civilians, he always commented on civilian deaths. But when it's the police doing it, you don't never hear from them. Same with the Black Panther Party. Eric Garner was killed. Where are they? If they pop up, I'll be surprised. Where are they? Where were they when Ramarley Graham was murdered? Where were they when Sean Bell was murdered? You see what I'm getting at? But they popped up when Trayvon Martin was murdered. Why is that? Because he was murdered by a civilian and a white or somebody that wasn't black. He's the new Black Panther Party is a controlled opposition to stir up racial tensions. We notice how they was like, we're gonna put a bounty on George Zimmerman's head. We're gonna put a bounty on anything to keep the civilian people going at each other's throat. But where are they? Where were they when Ramarley Graham killed? And why weren't they putting a bounty on those police officers' heads that killed him? Why aren't they putting bounties on Eric Garner's murderers' heads, huh? Or whatever you want to call it. Because they're controlled. They're put in to stir up tension amongst the people. That's what they're doing, to keep the people diverted and to keep the people warring with each other instead of focusing and blaming government. They're used to keep racial tensions high. That's why you never see the new Black Panther Party when a black civilian is murdered by a police officer. Don't even want to call them officers. How can you be a police officer and you weren't elected? Being sworn in and elected is not the same. I believe the only true law enforcement of the land should be sheriffs, I guess, because at least they're appointed by a real sheriff and then they're deputized. One can argue that regular police officers are in a way deputized by commissioners. No. You'll look it up yourself and you tell me how different a commissioner and a sheriff really is. A sheriff is elected. He gives the power to his deputies. These police have no real power. I'd call them highwaymen. That's their new name. I'm not calling them officers. You know when you do that, you give them jurisdiction too. So just call them highwaymen or private usurpers. That's what I'll refer to them as. They're not even bonded. Alright, man. Look into this stuff and you'll see how true it is. Think about it. Later.